Animal trafficking can involve the trade of living or dead animals, parts such as skins, bones, meats, and other products. In the last 10 years, wildlife trafficking is at an all-time high, where people are poaching or taking protected species out of their habitat and selling them to the highest buyer. Wildlife smuggling is estimated at $7.8 billion to $10 billion a year and is increasing every year. At the core of the illegal animal trade, there is an immense demand for animal products all over the world, especially in the United States, China, and many other European countries. In these countries, people are willing to take animals out of their natural habitat or even kill them just for jewelry, trinkets, furs, their meat, and worst of all, for trophies. The illegal trade compromises over 26,000 primates, between 2 to 3 million birds, over 10 million reptile skins, and over 500 million fish. Taking these wonderful animals away from their natural habitat can kill the animals. With the illegal trade, there's over 16,834,000 types of animals that are near extinction.
Millions of wild animals and over 10,000 different types of species that are involved with illegal animal trade. There are over 10 million tons of fish, 1.5 million live birds, and thousands of large animals that have been traded or sold in a year. Why is wildlife trade a problem? From 1970 to 2000, there was a 40% decrease in animal species. Animal trade is the second biggest threat of species. How do you think animal trafficking affects the animals?
I think it's traumatic for the animals and it scars them emotionally, and it can affect their social skills as well because they're not treated with respect and have almost no interaction with the other animals.
Okay, so I think animal trafficking affects the animals because if you look at it in terms of if you took people out of their homes, it would be sort of the same thing because we're so used to being somewhere and then you just put them somewhere else. So it's trying to adapt to a completely new environment, and it affects how they grow and how they act around others because it could be a social thing and they don't know how to act around other animals. So I feel like just look at them as people because they're still beings and they deserve to be treated just like we would want to be treated.
Okay, animal trafficking, it affects the animals because they're not meant to be in captivity. They're supposed to be where they were born in the wildlife. It's just a part of the life of animals, it's a cycle where they can, that's where they get their food. It's not supposed to be given to them by humans. I don't know what else to say.
The impact of wildlife trafficking is that it causes harm to the environment and all the animals involved and the people.
Wildlife trafficking is potentially traumatizing to animals and also can cause dangers to the people who are handling them.
Ways we can stop animal trafficking are pushing governments to protect threatened animal populations by increasing law enforcement, imposing strict adherence, reducing demand for endangered species products, and honoring international committees made under CITES. We also can speak up on behalf of those on the front lines being threatened by armed poachers, so they are properly equipped, trained, and compensated. Reduce demand for illegal wildlife parts and products by encouraging others to ask questions and get the facts before buying any wildlife or plant product. Buyers can play a role in helping to combat this global problem, starting with not purchasing any wildlife or wildlife products. When the demand for the product stops, so too will the number of animals being poached. Consumers can also learn about the issue, share the information with family and friends, and drive retailers to stop carrying illicit wildlife products. The U.S. government is taking a strong stand in the fight against wildlife traffic through the recent release of the implementation plan for the President's National Strategy on Combating Wildlife Trafficking. The plan includes such directives as strengthening domestic and global enforcement, reducing demand, and expanding international cooperation.